today I'm reviewing the Shani Darden Retinol Reform. And really quick, I just want to say I purchased all these products with my own money. I'll never waste your time with sponsored ads or videos. So if you want to help support the channel, check out novsbeauty.com, check my Patreon community, or click on the Amazon link below. Okay, I'm so happy to finally have a chance to review this because I know a lot of you have asked about it. So finally getting to share my thoughts. It's a little pricey, so that's why I had to put it off a little bit, but finally getting the chance to review it now. And if you guys are interested, I'll review more from the brand. So, they call this a cult favorite retinol and lactic acid serum that improves the look of fine lines, dark spots, and blemishes for visibly glowing, youthful-looking skin. This gentle yet effective retinol formula provides skin benefits without the dryness and irritation often experienced with other retinol products. It also contains lactic acid, which helps to brighten and smooth skin. This product is oil-free. Okay. I don't necessarily totally... I know a lot of brands like to point out things are oil-free, but there's a lot of oils that aren't acneogenic. So not all of them are bad, just some of them. And some of them just really come down to person. So, okay, on to my first criteria, which is packaging. And they've done a nice job. It's very pretty packaging. Really, all I care about is that it protects the retinol from exposure to light and air because it can degrade. Overall, they've done a nice job. It's heavy, so I don't know if you travel a lot. This is not the most travel-friendly bottle. I guess, are any of us ever going to travel again? Who knows? But anyway, so the packaging is nice. No issues with that. In terms of denatured or drying types of alcohol, it does not contain any, so that's a good thing. And it is also fragrance-free and has no real noticeable scent. So it's very good for sensitive skin. The manufacturing location for this is the U.S. Although, when this first came out, I thought it was really majorly available like in European countries. Because I know Cult Beauty's carried this brand for a little bit of time. So I was just surprised when I saw it was made in the U.S., that's all. I thought it was going to be made in the U.K. or something. But no issues with that. Ease of use. So, I really, if you're going to use a retinol, recommend using it in your evening routine if at all possible. They recommend smoothing 1 to 2 pumps onto clean, dry skin. They recommend starting with 1 to 2 nights a week and add a night each week. Personally, I think if you're really new to retinol, it's not the best one to start out with because it is rather strong. But I do recommend if you're new to it, mix a pump of it in with your moisturizer and apply it that way. That can help allow your skin to start to become acclimated to the retinol, and also the moisturizer will help prevent the dryness that you can experience. There's a process called retinization, which I don't know if any of you have heard of it, but it's defined as the time when someone starts using a retinol. Usually it's about a month. The skin cycle is about a month for it to start over. So if you're using a new product and you have issues like purging and things like that, if it doesn't stop within a month, then I'd probably discontinue the product. But otherwise, purging is kind of a normal thing. And retinization is, you know, when you start a retinol, you get dryness, flakiness, redness, irritation, purging. Any bad thing that can happen, it can happen. And I read the reviews of this online, and a lot of people mentioned that they had breakouts and things from this. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's this product specifically, but if you're brand new to retinol, it is a process to begin using it. And I know any of you that have started using retinol have probably know exactly what I'm talking about. That's why it's even more important to use good products along with the retinol you're using. And to make sure the retinol you're using has a lot of good hydrating, beneficial ingredients and antioxidants to help kind of prevent as much of that retinization as possible. Because dryness, flakiness, and burning and things like that are not enjoyable. So that's why it's even more important to start slowly and maybe mix a pump in with your moisturizer, even half a pump, and just start out slowly. The slower, the better. To be honest, the percentage of retinol isn't a huge thing. Just the fact that your skin can handle it without getting dry or irritated, that's more important than the percentage. So, okay, so then they also mentioned follow with moisturizer. So I mix a pump with my moisturizer and also use a serum and a sleeping mask and all those good things. Be sure to use a sunscreen during the daytime, and also do not use any alpha hydroxy or beta hydroxy products on the same night you're using this because this contains lactic acid and a decent amount of that as well. So the retinol and lactic acid, I don't know. When I see those reviews of people having issues with it, I really think that a lot of them might just be really sensitive or new to retinol, and it's probably not this specifically, but just the whole process of beginning to use a retinol. So it is kind of strong. So anyway, so rather easy to use, just slowly. That's the key word. Anytime anyone asks a question about retinol, I just write slow, slow, slow. The slower, the better. It's just going to be much better in the long run. Okay, so let me do my little hand thing, because I know y'all love that. There we go. It's a yellow, or good retinol should be kind of yellow because that's the color of vitamin A. Okay. So then we get to antioxidants and beneficial ingredients. So we've got kind of a decent list here. Apple fruit extract is pretty high up the list, which is a moisturizing and humectant ingredient, which also contains protein, starches, vitamins. It's very good for your skin. Lactic acid, like I just mentioned, is up there. Exfoliating ingredient, also a moisturizing ingredient, which helps with firmness, texture, and fine lines. So wrinkles, retinol will help, but exfoliating acids also help quite a bit. Then we've got Lactobacillus, which is a good probiotic ingredient, which is also very soothing to the skin, anti-acne, and also an anti-inflammatory ingredient and skin protecting as well. Then we get retinol, vitamin A. It's the powerhouse ingredient. Helps with so many different things. It can help prevent acne, help cure acne, help fade fine lines and wrinkles, help with pigmentation, help firm skin, help with brightness. In my opinion, it is the single most effective over-the-counter anti-aging ingredient that exists behind sunscreen. Sunscreen is the key. There's no point of doing anything else unless you use a good sunscreen during the daytime to help stop and slow the aging process. So retinol is great. Then we've got glucosamine, which is a good ingredient that helps with fine lines, wound healing, and hydration. We've also got plankton extract, a hydrating and moisturizing ingredient. Green tea, a good antioxidant, hydrating ingredient, soothing. Aloe, vitamin E, lecithin, linoleic acid, soybean sterols, phospholipids, and rice bran extract. So quite an impressive ingredient list, and I'm very happy that they put a lot of good hydrating and soothing ingredients in there, because with a retinol, those become very important in your routine, especially when you're new to retinol or stepping up in strength. Soothing, moisturizing ingredients are key. So they've done a very good job with that. Very impressive ingredient list. Then we get to animal testing, and the Shani Darden brand is cruelty-free as well as vegan. Well, this one's vegan. I think all their products are vegan as well. So that's always nice to see. Then we get to performance, and I'm very happy with it. It certainly helps with fine lines and wrinkles. I think since I transitioned to this retinol, my skin looks a bit brighter than it did before. Although not a whole ton of difference, but I would say it just looks a bit brighter. Helps with prevent breakouts. Otherwise, I didn't notice, other than a little bit of extra brightness, I didn't notice a whole host of difference, which I think the retinol I was using before this one, well, I'm always changing them up, but I was using the Paula's Choice Clinical Retinol, which is great, very strong as well. And then switching to this one, I wouldn't say it was a night and day difference. My skin did look a little bit brighter, but I don't know. I think the key is instead of focusing on how high the percentage of retinol is, because I know a lot of people ask what's the highest I can get, it's just focusing and finding one that works well, doesn't give you breakouts, doesn't give you dryness, things like that. I think that's the key, although there's nothing wrong with bumping it up, but it's more important to find one that kind of helps keep your skin copacetic, I guess. So, okay, so very nice. It does contain a few acneogenic ingredients, although the retinol and lactic acid fight acne. We've got hydrolyzed algin, BHA, vitamin E, and hexylene glycol. So there's a few in there, but the acne-fighting ingredients in this are going to be much stronger unless you know you're particularly sensitive to one of those. Then I would probably not recommend it. Then we get to the price, and that's the one disappointment and setback with this. This is the full size, 1 ounce, 30 milliliters, and it's $88. unless you can get it on sale, which I know Cult Beauty has 20% off frequently and Sephora once in a while, so that's worth checking out. But it still brings the price tag down just a wee bit, so it's still pretty pricey. I don't know what's 20% off 88. That is, I don't know, like $62? I might be right. I don't know. Something like that. It's still expensive. And then the It Factor. I really like this, except for the price. It's a pretty good product. Good retinol in there. Fragrance-free. Denatured alcohol-free. Cruelty-free. Well worth trying if you're a seasoned retinol user. If you're new to retinol, I'd probably go to something else. Not as strong. But overall, I did really enjoy using this one. And I'll certainly finish this bottle up. I've got a lot of other fun ones to try, so I don't know if I'd repurchase it yet. And my skin certainly doesn't necessarily need any more investing money-wise, because I spend too much money on it as it is. So, okay, out of 10 being a perfect score, I gave this one a 9, which is pretty darn good. If the price were a little bit cheaper, I'd probably get a 10 out of 10, but I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. So, anyway, I'm interested in hearing from you guys if you've had a chance to try this, or if you have a favorite retinol, leave a comment. I love hearing from you, and stay tuned for more tomorrow. Thank you so much, guys.